I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. And while up this truth from and sanitation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word and all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, I want to say shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And today, just basically getting on the destruction of Babylon, Salakia. But there's one thing that we're for lack of better words, there's one thing that we're seeking for: the destruction of this place, because the destruction of this place basically means the building up of a new kingdom, of a righteous kingdom, man. So that's why we hasten the destruction of America, man. Because on the street corners, guys say we look stupid. Guys say we look dumb because we want America to be destroyed, even though we live in this place. But at the same time, we want it to be destroyed because the next kingdom that's going to rule after this is the kingdom of heaven, man. And that's one thing that we're fiending for, man. We're fiending for righteousness to have its place upon the planet Earth again. But in order for righteousness to have its place upon the planet Earth again, this current kingdom must be taken down. Real quick, let's go to 2nd Ezra, man. Because 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, actually tells you the necessary evils, man. Because this kingdom, the kingdom of Edom, the kingdom of Esau, it was actually a necessary evil for the nation of Israel, man. This is the place where the Lord sent us to, so we can learn, so we can experience wickedness, man. There's a difference between learning about it, but we're experiencing wickedness right now, man, which is going to make us appreciate the kingdom of heaven much more, man. Let's go ahead and get there in 2nd Ezra. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 4. And I'm going to jump down to verse 26. And it reads, it says, Then answered he me and said, The more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasteneth fast to pass away. And again, this world is hastening fast to pass away, man. Because again, the next kingdom or the next rulership that's ruling after this is the kingdom of heaven, man. Continuing on. It says, And cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. And that world to come is actually the kingdom of heaven, man. Believe it or not. But at the same time, in order for the kingdom of heaven to come, this kingdom have to be put out. It's an old saying. You watch these Western movies. It's a saying, this town is not big enough for the two of us. Jacob and Esau can't rule simultaneously, man. Because at the end of the day, the Lord, what he's going to do, he's going to bring this devil down and he's going to bring us up, man. Let's continue on in verse 29. It says, If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside, matter of fact, Salakia. Verse 28, it says, But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. And it's the spirit, man. Because this place is already sown. This wickedness is already up and running. But it says what? It says, For the evil is sown. This kingdom is already rolling, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. And that's the point right there, man. Because the destruction of this kingdom is actually going to be the end of us suffering, man. It's going to be the end of us being in captivity, bro. Being in a lower state. Let's continue on. It says, If therefore which is sown be not turned upside down. Right there. That's the spirit. It says, If that which is sown be not turned upside down. So if this place if America don't get destroyed, it says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. So in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established, this current wicked, sick kingdom, America, this beast wicked kingdom, had to be destroyed, man. And everyone that's following after this beast kingdom, man. What it say, throw hands on the hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. But just going back, that's why we were hastening the destruction, man. That's why we're looking for the destruction to come. But the destruction not going to come on your time, Because if it was up to us, hey, the destruction would have came, 1 week after you came into the truth, the destruction would have came. No, it was some things that had to play out, man. In order for all hell to break loose, in order for a famine to come, in order for certain things to happen, certain events have to play out, and that's how the Lord works, man. The Lord, he's not a power that's just pop up. You know, he can do that. He can just pop up just like that. You know, he can show his power like that. But the Lord, he's a power of gradualism too, man. You know, he's a power of sneaking up on you. That's why Yahweh Shai said he's going to come in a thief in the night. And that's what he's doing in a roundabout way. He's sneaking up upon these Americans, man. But he's not sneaking up upon the elect of Israel, because the elect of Israel will have to get this message. Because that's one thing that the Lord did. He set the elect of Israel to be preserved from the destruction. The 1/3, 144,000, and the 1/3, the Lord set them up to be preserved through that dangerous times, man, which is beautiful. Because let's say if people try to talk about the apostles, about the 2000 doctrine and stuff like that, which everybody was teaching. But let's say if the world did destroy in 2000, man, you would be damned, man. You know, you wouldn't have no chance in the kingdom. You wouldn't have no chance of maintaining or getting that beautiful crown, man. So it was a necessary evil for, when they say hope deferred, make our heart sad. That's a necessary evil, man. Hope deferred, maketh the heart sad. But when the joy of it cometh, roughly paraphrasing, man. But when the joy of it sung in your heart, roughly paraphrased, But let's go ahead and get this in Revelation 7. Because just going back, we have to hear this word. That's why you gotta say the water Yahweh outside America didn't get destroyed in 2000. Because if it got destroyed in 2000, you wouldn't have been at this point, man. You would have been reborn again in the kingdom of heaven. You wouldn't have been a part of that first resurrection, man. So let's get this in Revelation 7, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth." Now, what is that talking about? The Lord, he have angels that have power over the missiles, that have power over fire, man. And again, it's not like people have free will. No, man. The Lord, he's actually going to put the spirit on these different leaders, these different people that's in contact or that's in bed with this whore. The Lord is going to put the spirit on them to turn on their allies, man. He's going to actually put the spirit on them to hit that button, man. That's why it says, "And after these I saw the 4 angels holding the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor the sea, nor on any tree." Now, what is that wind? Let's go to Jeremiah 51. Let's break it down. Jeremiah 51 and verse 1. Let's see what that wind that the Lord is talking about. "Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will rise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, a destroying wind." So that's the wind that's going to touch the earth and touch the sea, man. So let's go back to Revelation 7, since we got understanding about what that wind is. It said that wind should not touch the earth, nor the sea, nor any tree. It says, "And I saw an angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice unto the angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea." And again, how are they going to hurt the earth and the sea? They're going to hurt the earth and the sea through that destroying wind, which is what the missiles. It's one thing, if brothers look it up, it's a thing called the aftershock. The missiles hit and it's a boom, and it's a big, aftershock that push past. And I watched the video, Lil Willie, if I get the clip, I'll put a clip in. I watched the video. It was it was like a tent, and basically they was testing missiles. They was testing the atom bomb, and the tent actually, as soon as they hit and that destroying wind hit that tent actually became ashes. It became dust. Which shows you how powerful that weapon is, man. Let's continue on though. It says, saying, "Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads, and being elect." Seal the elect, which means what? That's why the destruction didn't come in 2000, man. certain men had to come into the truth, man. You know, because like through the Spirit, you know, because it's a build up of things, you know, because even though the apostles and elders, they came out there in 2007, and they even gave credit to, you know, GOCC and IUIC. They was on the web before them, but when the apostles came, man, they was going into our body, man. And certain men came in that taught other men, and certain men that came in taught me, you know? And that's the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man, which shows you that, you know, things have to play out. Certain actions, certain events have to play out before the destruction comes. Like the chip, the CHIP had to be mandated, the famine, sedition among men, you know? All these things have to play out in the movie. It's in the script. Because if it don't play out, they'll make the Lord a liar. But just going back into that destruction, man, the Lord, he's not going to destroy anything until the elect be sealed, man. You know, and we are already in the process of that. Everybody have heard about the truth, man. Yeah, the seed is planted through the Spirit, man. The elect seed is already planted through the Spirit, man. You know, it was planted in the womb, but just going back, it got to be activated. But just going back, man, that's why the destruction didn't come, man. But when the destruction do come, it's going to save the elect, but it's also going to destroy the wicked. Let's go to Revelation 9, and I'm going to start at verse 15. It says, and the four angels was loosed. And that's it. That's when the elect is sealed. You know, and we go into those chariots. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. We see it. We go up into those chariots. We be safe. We actually know what rest feel like. You know what I'm saying? Then the four angels are going to be loose, man. It says the four angels was loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men. And that's it, man. The Lord, he's finna get ready to slay the nation of Edom, because that's the third part of men. That's the sons of perdition. Continuing on, though. And the number of the army of the horsemen was 200,000, and I heard the number of them. Now, when you go into that, that actually means 200 million, man. And again, you say, it ain't 200 million missiles in the earth, man. Count the warheads, man. And there's a lot of things that these other nations' military have that they don't bring out. It's a place in the Middle East, it's called Missile City, man. An underground bunker that have thousands of missiles, man. You don't think China got nothing like that? You don't think the U.S. got nothing like that? Because the things they put in the media, that's something they want you to see, man. There's a lot of things that's going behind closed doors, man. And that's one thing about prophecy. Prophecy is a build-up of things, man. You know? Prophecy only gonna catch you when your pants down when you wasn't aware of it, man. If a prophet come into the city and say it's gonna be a tornado, in 5 days, just move. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you in the 5th day, you still in there, then you the dumb motherfucker, man. You know? Let's continue on. Let's finish it off, man. It says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision. When you go into that word horses, it means power. Because the missiles and the destroying wind is going to hit the planet Earth. It's going to have power. That's going to be the best because that's the best cleansing agent for the planet Earth, man. You know, you have Clorox extra power. That shit strong. That's how the Lord is gonna use. He's gonna use that spiritual Clorox to clean the planet Earth, man. Read this again. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and I saw it's like in them that sat on them, having the breastplates of fire adjacent once those warheads hit the atmosphere, in brimstones, and the heads of horses were as the heads of lions. And that's how it is. Once those, you know, it's a picture, and Lord, when I put it in there. What's the time stuff on here? I put a picture up. Once those warheads hit the atmosphere, those warheads, they get a name. You know, it's a fire. You can see the warhead in the middle, and it's like a little circle and shit of fire around them. That's them getting a name. That's why I said they had the heads of lions, man, which shows you the power of the Lord, man. It's going to be the Lord's Spirit that's going to be in those missiles, man. Continuing on, it says, and out of the mouth issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three were the third part of men killed, because this is the tools that the Lord's going to use to destroy the nation of Edom, to destroy the sons of perdition, to destroy their kingdom. You know? Continuing on, it says, and by brimstones, which issue out their mouths, read this again. By these three were the third part of men killed by fire, by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouths. And ultimately, those ICBM missiles, man, intercontinental ballistic missile. That's not for no reason, man. It ain't like those missiles was made to be in the library 20 years from now. No, man. Those missiles actually made to be in use, man. You know? So yeah, I can just a quick little video, and I pray it was edifying. I'm gonna say, Call Halayim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakodash, Shalom DTA, and the Baba.